We arrived at our hotel and I really liked the water feature with koi at the center of our complex. The next morning we ate an amazing brunch buffet at the St. Regis on the other side of Kauai. I really liked the coconut French toast and the potatoes. I think St. Regis is somewhere over there maybe. All the beaches in Hawaii are public, but they're not all safe. Hawaii is very lush, and a lot of the plant and animal life was brought here by various people throughout history. Here's a cute bird by a beach with good snorkeling. We saw lots of kite surfers too. Freshwater tributaries are cool. Chickens are everywhere in Kauai, like all over. And no one eats them because they're gamey and gross. We returned to this beach a few days later and this rooster, or a rooster like him, had an injured foot. He was limping all over the place. This is the Kilauea Lighthouse. It's a wildlife preserve but was closed this day. But don't worry, I made us go back later. I really like koi and water features. Stay tuned to witness the dramatic feeding of the koi. One rumor I heard was that all these chickens were brought here as fighting chickens. This is a place called Spouting Horn, where water shoots up from the ocean through a lava tube. I loved it. Not pictured here is a dead crab we saw. Humans love to ruin things. Good advice in general. At this restaurant, I saw a guy crouched over taking a picture of what I thought from my angle at the time was just an orange. Turns out there was a cool gecko there too. We went in a helicopter. This is it here. Just kidding, it's this one. Actually, no, wait, it's this one. Yeah. I'd never been up in a helicopter before. It was really awesome. I'd say it's an amazing way to see the island. It's crazy expensive, though. Here's an aerial view of our hotel, the Marriott Kauai. Anybody know what this is? That's right, Barbara. It's the waterfall from Jurassic Park. They played the Jurassic Park theme music while we were flying over it, too. I just about lost my marbles. Kauai is host to many fabulous waterfalls and mountains. At the center of the island is a crater and Mount Waialeale, which is one of the wettest places on Earth. I was told this was a construction site for an upcoming Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie, perhaps made by Disney. Who knows? This chicken kept following us around the parking lot of the Marriott. Here's my dad modeling some cards from Swords, channeling his inner pirate. Make like a pirate noise. One of my favorite things on the trip was our visit to the Aina Kai Botanical Gardens. Our tour guide, Anne, was an amazing person, with infectious enthusiasm and a wonderful way of speaking. Here's her talking about some teenage albatross.
Everything that normal teenagers do. They hang out together, they dance, they party, they clack, they moo.
There are many sculptures in Aina Kai. This is Hila Hila, also known as sleeping grass or shy grass. Its scientific name is Mimosa pudica. It's a sensitive plant and will fold in its little leaves when touched. After about 15 minutes or so, it'll be unfurled again. Look at these cool things. Lots of orchids at Aina Kai. Aina Kai, by the way, means lands by the sea. Na in Hawaiian is a pluralizer, so that makes it lands. Later, we'll see the Napali Coast, which just means cliffs. Look at this nasty thing. There aren't any poisonous animals or spiders on Hawaii as far as I know, but still. Ugh. There was a lovely Japanese section at Aina Kai too. We went ziplining on a very cool 9-line course. Here I come. Go me! We ate at this place called Postcards. I ate one from the Big Island. It was okay, but stamps don't taste very good. One afternoon, there were men in the trees chopping off branches. They climbed up there like it was no problem at all. We went kayaking and hiking. It involved fording a river. This part made me think of The Lost World when that guy's like, "Do not go into the long grass! Not into the long grass!" Nice river. I was told these are called walking trees. They start in one spot and put out roots and move themselves several feet to another, better spot. Pretty cool if true. I have trust issues. This is a Death Stranding tree. Here's a little bird's nest. At the end of our hike, we were rewarded with this wonderful waterfall. We stopped for lunch and were immediately beset by chickens. Every rooster in Hawaii is like the most beautiful rooster you've ever seen. It began to rain, and so this mother hen sheltered her baby chick under her body. Precious. The rain made the hike back all muddy. It felt like a real adventure. Later we ate at a place called Duke's. The ahi was incredible. Upstairs is fancy and downstairs is more like a bar. This is their famous hula pie. My family has had a hula pie plate like this my entire life. My mom and dad would go to Hawaii a lot, but this was my first time, so seeing it here was a nice surprise. Every day at 9 a.m., the hotel would feed the koi.
I would like to welcome you to our koi fish feeding presentation. As you can tell, the koi, they know it's feeding time. They're all gathered here, and they're pretty anxious to get fed. So we'll get right into it.
The koi are very enthusiastic about this process. You can even join in on the fun, and the fish will eat right out of your hand. Even the swan and nene get in on the action. This is a vagina. This is a sea turtle or whatever and a Hawaiian monk seal. When a seal comes on shore to sleep for the day, there is a seal response team that puts up ropes so humans won't bother the seals. While my sister was scuba diving, my dad took us off-roading to this secluded beach. There was this cool log swing and it was a pleasant time. We bottomed out the car a lot to get there though, and we were pretty worried about it. This is a beach called Shipwreck Beach. I'm pretty sure the rock formation here is where they jump off of in the movie 6 Days, 7 Nights. Though I think there was probably some movie magic going on, cause I wouldn't want to jump off of this. There was also another seal. This is a wonderful cockatoo named kukui, which is a kind of nut often used in making leis. Here are some warning signs by the Napali Coast before you begin the hike. The Napali Coast Trail is 11 miles one way at its longest, and people often take a few days to go in and out. We just hiked the first 2 miles in. At the end of the 11 miles, there is a cool beach, so I'm told. The trail became very muddy from the rain. It was pretty intense, but the views were gorgeous. There are no roads on this side of the island because of the cliffs, so hiking is the only way in. And if you get hurt, helicopters are pretty much the only way out. There are many lovely streams crossing the trail. At the end of the 2 miles, you are rewarded with this lovely beach, if you can cross this river. The water here is too crazy for swimming. From here, you can go on a 2-mile offshoot to see a waterfall, or continue on your way up the 11-mile trail. And there are toilets. Some more walking trees. Here's a sign warning that the river can be dangerous that is located on the other side of the river after you've already crossed it. Here's a very pretty view back down the coast as we were hiking out and it had started raining. Also on the Napali Coast is a formation called the Cathedrals due to these buttress-like formations. Here's a peacock. That night we went to the Smith family luau, which featured a big buffet and a show. The dancers danced with fire, which was pretty cool. Here we are at the Kilauea Lighthouse when it was open. All those white dots are birds. I'm afraid of man-made structures in water, but I really like lighthouses. Go figure. This lighthouse was dedicated May 1st, 1913. In 1976, technology started catching up with our old friend, the lighthouse, and it was replaced with this beacon, which today is a bright LED that shines out 22 miles into the inky blackness of the Hawaiian night. This is a nene, the state bird of Hawaii. I didn't film anymore after this.